Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Triple Math Practice Lab, the Algebra 2 lecture series. And we are in Chapter 2, and this is Lesson 2.12. We are talking about another special functions. And this special function is absolute value function. I think some of you may be quite familiar with absolute value. So in this lesson, we're going to show you what is the absolute value and the functions and how do you graph it, okay? So before we go to the worksheets, I like to go to the whiteboard so I can give you a very brief lesson. What is the absolute value functions and the type of the trick? How do we plot the absolute value functions here? So the first thing here, I think most of you probably be aware of this because it's kind of like we cover in the, I think in Algebra 1, sometime in the middle school. Okay, so the absolute value, right? So the absolute value function, that means whatever, so we use the notations here is like a true bar, like the absolute value of x. So what's that mean? That means whatever the value you input into these functions, you're going to get what? So the function value, so the function value should always what? Always come out be positive, right? Or zero. If you put a zero there, it will just be zeros here. That's what we mean the absolute value function. So let's take a look here. So what is the absolute value function? So if I give you 3, if the number is already through, it's a positive, it'll come out like 3. If I give you 1.245, so what is here? So it's just 1.245. It's just itself because it's positive. Okay, so if I give you -3, so what is that means? That means you're still positive, so it's positive 3, right? So if I give you -0.411, so what is this one here? Hi, it's negative, but it's positive, so it's 0.411. Correct? So if I give you, so like you said, 1.0002. So what is here is 1.002. So whatever the value will be the same as the value you input there, but has to be positive. Okay, so the graphs here. So right. So how do I graph? So the shape, right? So the shape of the absolute value function is always a V shape. Okay, so the shape of the absolute value function is always a V shape. So it depends on how do you define it, right? So your absolute value function could be like this, or your absolute value function could be like that, right? So it's either upper open V or open downward V's here. And so the key things for graph, right? So the key things for graph right, is to find this corner point. Okay, so as long as I can find where is this V-shaped corner point, then I can just graph it, and then I can just, be the, like, then you can find a point on the right, find a point on the left, because they are symmetric, so you can graph it. So how to find the corner points here? So the way you find the corner points here, set the inside absolute value equal to 0, then solve for x. Okay, so what do I mean that? Okay, so let me give you an example, then we can work on some of the example we have in the worksheets here. Okay, so if I want to graph like this one's here, I say f of x is equal to x minus 1, absolute values, right? So I know it's a V shape. So the first things I need to know is what is this V, right? So that's why I say, okay, the way we solve for that, we set the whatever is inside equal to 0. So I say x minus 1 equal to 0. Now what is your x here? X equal to 1. All right. Okay, so now you can do, you say, okay, now I can, so let's try to graph this one. Okay. Okay, so here, then, okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. This is negative 1, negative 2. Then this is 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, so because x equal to 1, right, that means your corner point going to be here. That means your V shape going to go like this way from this point. So like I always say, then the next thing here is you choose one point right next to it. So you can choose x equal to 2. Okay, so when the x equal to 2, you plug in, so it will f of x will be equal to the 2 minus 1. So what is here is 1. So when x equal to 2, you will get 1 here, right? So you get another points here. And because this is the V shape, right? So I know it's symmetric. So I know if I choose the next one here, this is 1 point from the right. So 1 point left when x equal to 0. So it will be here, right? So that's how then you know, okay, this is my V function. This is the, okay, so this is the V here. Okay, so that is my absolute value functions here, right? So you don't even need to choose another point because if you choose x equal to 2 is equal to 1 because this point is symmetric with this point is the V, then you can graph it as long as you find where is that corner points, right? So that's why I say here, key things here is to try to find this corner point. As long as you can find this corner point, then the graph is pretty easy here. Okay, so you ready to do some more practice? Okay, so now let's go back to our worksheets and let's take a look here. Okay, so this is the absolute value function worksheets here, and let me enlarge those graphs so we can graph. So, okay, good. All right. So here, let's take a look at the first ones here. Okay, so this is 2x plus 1. So remember what is the keys here is find that corner point at V's, right? So what I need to do to get the corner point at V's here, I need to let the inside here equal to 0 to find that corner point, correct? Okay, so I will say 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So you minus 1, minus 1. So you will have a 2x equal to the negative 1. Then you divide it by 2, you divide it by 2. So you will get a what here? X equal to what? Negative 1/2. Right? So now the h of x, so h of x is will be equal to, you know, when x equal to negative 1/2, we can do like here. So you will say, the h of negative 1/2 is will be equal to 2 times negative 1/2 plus 1. So it's negative 1 plus 1. So what is here? So it's 0. Okay, so I find my corner point. The corner point is negative 1/2. So it's right here. So far, so good. Oh, it disappears. So I don't know why it want to disappear. So it's a negative 1/2. Right? So like I said, then you can just choose one unit right to it, right? So this is negative 1/2. So I will choose, how about x equal to 0? So I will say x equal to 0. Okay, so when x equal to 0, what is h of 0? So this is 2 times 0 plus 1. So it's 1. So 0 is a half units here, right? So now I can say, okay, so here, this will be 1, see here. Because it's a symmetric, because I go half units here, remember here? Okay, so it's a graph here. So I go half units here, right? So I can go half units here. So that's why I get a -1 is in here. Do you see that? Because it's V's, right? So now I don't even need to really choose the actual point. So this is what is the absolute values looks like. It's a V-shaped. Okay, so the key things to remember is V-shaped. And what is the most important part you need to find is where is that a corner point? Where is that a sharp point, right? Then you can go right, go left. The same units, they are symmetric. Okay, let's try one more time. So this is f of x equal to the x plus 1. So I need to find the corner point. Okay, so the corner point here is solve it. So this one's here, solve this one equal to 0. Correct? Okay, so that means x equal to 0. Okay, so x equal to 0 is the corner point. So let's take a look at f of 0 is equal to the 0 plus 1, so it's 1. So when x equal to 0, y equal to 1. So where is my corner point? X equal to 0, y equal to 1, so it's here. Get that? Okay, so that's what is my corner points here, right? So this is where the corner points is. Okay, now you can go, just like we did before, you can go 1 unit to the right, and you can go 1 unit to the left and find the symmetrical point. Okay, so now the 1 unit to the right, so it's x equal to 1, right? Then you plug f of 1, so this will be 1 plus 1. So what is the absolute of the value of 1 is 1, right? So it's 2. So the x equal to 1, right? So it's 2. So here will be my next point. And because they are symmetric, so I don't even need to, so I just need to go 1 unit up and then they are symmetric. So I know this one's here. Now you connect these two, right? So then you will get is another V point. So V shape, right? So this is your absolute value. Of course, if you want to choose a couple more points, then when you graph it, it will be more accurate. So that'd be fine. But as long as you find the corner point, right? So then you graph the actual point, you know, depend, you know, this is a line, so you can choose 1 extra point. If they have some like the different functions there, you can choose a few more, but don't forget that corner point, right? So that is where is the graph going to be symmetric. And that's it. It's pretty easy, right? Okay, so that's it. So we finish all the special functions associated with the linear equations here. So we, you know, I think we know that we talk about the 3 special functions here. So we talk about the absolute value functions, step functions, and piecewise functions. And so we're doing good. And so the next ones here we're going to talk about is something very fun. The graphing part is the transformation, you know. So how do I do the graph? You know, how do I use the transformation and to transfer the parent function to something different, right? Okay, so it's so nice to talk to you, and this is another short video, and I hope that you enjoyed and you know how to graph the absolute value right now. Okay, good, and you have a good day, and I'm looking forward to talk to you in our next video, the transformations here. Okay, bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.